YouTube. What is up? What is going on, guys? Good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this video. It is bright and early, guys. Well, it's more early than it is bright. It is 6:25, and excuse me, time falling back an hour is still kind of messing with me. It's gonna mess with me, and I guess with anybody for a little while. Just because normally I would wake up between 7 and 7:15 on my own. Just naturally, that's when my internal clock allows me to wake up. But now it means between 6 and 6:15. So I get tired earlier and I wake up earlier. So I guess it's not the end of the world. I'm still able to get a full night's rest, and then that's that. So we got a hyper pull day today, and I normally don't go to the gym till about 7:30, but I don't have an hour's worth of stuff, and I really don't want to just sit here for another hour because that's what my normal schedule is. So since I'm up and at 'em, we're gonna get ready and head to the gym for a hyper pull day. I'm gonna walk you through everything and show you what I do, and well, let's get after it. Alright guys, so we're about to get in the car to go to the gym, and you know, I kind of like the idea behind like interesting editing styles, interesting transitions to get to the gym. So let's try something real quick, okay? Okay, was that corny? Yes, but we're at the gym, so it worked, right? Alright, let's get to the real work. Okay, so first exercise of the day is deadlifts. So it's gonna be a little bit of volume, but it's also gonna be a little bit of maximum effort. But today is a hyper day, so it's a volume. This is the only movement that's gonna be like an excessive amount of weight. So it's gonna be a 5x5. We're gonna work up to that at least. Gonna get warmed up and work up to 325, which is like 82% of my 1 hour max at 405. So we're gonna get warmed up, and then when we get up to 325, start working with the 5x5. Let's get after it. Okay, so the belt is going on at 275, and then from there, I'm probably gonna jump straight up to 325, working to the 5x5. I'm only doing like 3 or 4 reps as these weights get higher. So I'll probably do 3 reps, 4 reps, probably 3 reps at this, just to conserve some energy, because that 5x5 is probably gonna take it out of me. So then we got plenty to do after that, so let's get after it. Another thing that I do when I do deadlifts is when I get the weight heavy enough, I put these 2.5s in the front and the back on each side. So it kind of acts as like a platform, like it holds the weight there. That's the last thing you want to do is like have the weight be rolling it for it to hit the ground, and you'd have to pull it back, especially when you're trying to go for continuous reps. So just a little tidbit of advice if you have a little trouble with the weight rolling around when you do deadlifts. So bump it up to 325. 5x5. What's going on, guys? So as you just heard me say, my first exercise for today's pull day was a 5x5 with 325 pounds on the deadlift. I'm going to show you right here my 3rd, 4th, and 5th set. This is the final rep of each of those sets, just to show you that the fatigue was setting in. I was waiting about 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes between each set. I probably should have waited just a little bit longer, but nonetheless, my form didn't get sacrificed greatly. It wasn't perfect by any means, but I did manage to complete all 5 reps in all 5 sets. From there, I moved into a close grip lat pull down. I did 5 sets of 10 to 12 reps with 135 pounds, and I was really focusing on pulling with my elbows and squeezing my lats to the bottom of the movement. And the way that you can really work on doing that is using a hook grip. So what that means is your thumbs are going to sit on the outside of the bar. You're going to make a hook shape with your hands. You'll see that in just a second as the camera turns out. Right there is that my thumbs are on the outside of the bar. So I'm not gripping the handle as you would a bike handle or a baseball bat or anything like that. Not putting any stress on the forearms at all. Just making that hook grip, making sure I'm pulling my elbows and squeezing my lats at the bottom of this movement to make sure my lats are as engaged as they possibly can be. And I really carry that hook grip movement over into most of my back workouts. Like you'll see here, this next one is a bent over row. I did 5 sets 8 with this, and still incorporating that hook grip, keeping my thumb over the top and really focusing on pinching my shoulder blades on that one in particular. From there, I moved into an isolateral reverse grip pull down. That is a mouthful to say. This is a machine that I hadn't touched until about 2 or 3 months ago, and it's absolutely a part of every one of my back days now. But you'll see, even there, I'm still using that hook grip and making sure I'm squeezing my lats to the bottom and pulling with my elbows and not engaging my forearms at all. And from there, I moved into machine preacher curl. So you'll see on the right, the weight has 3 different slots that it can be put onto, and so the machine is made so that the weight goes onto the middle one for the first set. So what that's going to do is make the motion the same amount of difficulty throughout the motion. It's just be just as hard from the top as it is to the bottom. From there, you're going to move the weight down for the second set, rather, and it's going to make the bottom half of the motion tougher than the top half. So it's really making you focus on that initial bottom half of the curl, and then just as you would guess, if you move the weight to the top, it's going to focus on the top half. So you'll see here in just a second when I move the weight up that the bottom half goes really easy. It's the top half that makes it really hard. So I did arms the day before, but I didn't want to go without doing just a little bit of bicep work on the entire pull day. So that's that, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys, take care.